Hello, I'm Ski4566. I cooked me some lasagna, piece of fish and shrimp. Just a little something. And I got me some donuts, which I know I ain't gonna probably finish none of this stuff at all. But I got hungry and then I'm drinking me a Coke, caffeine free Coke. I wanted something regular. Sometimes I just like regular stuff, you know. So I got a lot of zero sugar stuff, and I just wanted the regular Coke or regular Pepsi. If they didn't have my Pepsis, I would have got a 12 pack of Pepsis, but they didn't have it, so I got the Coke. I hope everybody's day going well, and the weekend as well, you know, coming up. So I hope everybody enjoy. My son, I asked him, did he want spaghetti or lasagna? He said he wanted lasagna, so I cooked that again. That's the favorite meal in the house for my son and daughter. They love lasagna. In school, I'm at some air in my room. Hold on, I'll be right back here. Ooh, I had to turn my air on, so I just keep my door open so I can get some air in my room. Cause I have my door shut mainly all times, but need to be open a little bit because I'm in here. Ooh. Oh, you're making a mess. I had no tartar sauce. I forgot the tartar sauce. I mostly like tartar sauce on my fish and stuff like that. I really don't even want no seafood now. Because I like tartar sauce. So forgot it. I was so much in a hurry, you know, trying to get out of there after Walmart, and I forgot the tartar sauce. My son picked the tilapia fish. I really like the real fish. Catfish fillets and stuff like that. He picked that up, I guess, because, you know, on his budget or whatever, you know. He got tilapia. I mean, I'm not a fan of tilapia, but I cooked it for him. So when he get off, he'll have his meal. That's the reason why I cooked it. Probably on the weekend, I'd be able to cook my meal, neck bones, the smoked neck bones, and me some beans and cornbread. That's the plan for Sunday. I know my son, he be trying to go get something, Chinese food or something like that. And I said, he can eat on this today, tomorrow, and Sunday. It's lasagna. You sure can. I don't need this, but gotta have something sweet. I like how they do it at the Walmart bakery, you know, because in my town, they didn't have none of this type of stuff, you know, at all. Some donuts. Glazed donuts. $1.97. It's not bad for 2 donuts, you know. They're high in it if you go to the regular donut shop. I could have got the whole 12 dozen for like $5. Maybe $5. But I said no. 2 would do. I'm getting full. And I haven't really ate nothing hardly, y'all. But I am on the Ozempic, and I have lost 11 pounds so far. I've been on it for just about a month and a half. I still can eat and drink, mainly what I want, as y'all see. Some days, like yesterday, y'all, I was so sick, nauseous, all day long. I went from 0.25, that's where he had me at. Then he told me to go up to 0.5. And I tell you, when I went to 0.5, oh my God. So I had a bad experience three times since I've been on the 0.5 milligram. I've been on, this will be my second week on 0.5. But you can eat what you want. It's just sometimes you can't even eat that. Some days it just don't work at all. You can't. Yesterday I had the worstest day ever. The day I showed y'all, the video I showed y'all was on Wednesday, where my son got me that Taco Bell. I didn't hardly eat all that because it was a lot of beans on it, And then later on that night when he got out for work, I told him to get me a Mac chicken. Then he bought me the $5 deal. And if you see the video, I didn't even eat all that because it was cold. And I'm not really into them McDoubles like that, But I like the double quarter pound. But it's a certain time, that they don't cook them no more here, in Arkansas, I think. Well, I don't know at my other old location, I don't know. But in this location here, they said they stopped cooking them at 9. Something like that, That's crazy, But they close at 12, So I can understand, 11 o'clock, they'll stop. But they stop at 9. So I wasn't able to get that. Really, I didn't want to eat nothing like that big sandwich like that late at night anyway. I told him to give me a chicken sandwich. But he didn't do that. He got what he wanted me to have. And if he did tell him a McDouble with the $5 deal, they must have misunderstood. I didn't ever question him about it or nothing, So I just ate what I could on it, but everything there was cold, when we got it. But that day, the day after that, which was yesterday, I was sick as fuck. I mean, I ate just a little bit of Cheetos, them low-calorie Cheetos I had. They was the baked kind, but they low in calories, some of them. And I ate a little bit of that. And 11 o'clock that morning, but my son went to work, because I was going to take him to work, I told him, I said, no. So I said, you go ahead and take the car, I'm going to stay at home. I'm not feeling good. Y'all, I didn't do shit all day, but till later on, about 7:30, I went and got me some gas in my car. And then I went and got me a ticket for $10. And I won 50 on it. I'm going to have to put that video up. But it was in the same day yesterday. I mean, I stayed in the bed all day. Earlier that morning, I done my shower and whatever. But I got back in my nightgown. I was just feeling so weak yesterday morning. And I'm like, I had treatments, last week, so I said, I don't think it would have been that, because normally when I do my treatments for lupus, it goes in effect that same day and the day afterwards, at least 2 or 3 days, That's how it do me sometimes. I said, no, that ain't it. I said, it's got to be that Ozempic, because I took my shot on that Monday. Something like that. It was something. that Monday, I think I did Monday. And I'm like, I was on this shit and everything, and I feel the difference, when I take it. I get more fuller fast, just like on the 0.25, but like I said, it's not too many pounds. I was looking for it to, you know, go, lose at least about 20 or 30 pounds, Normally people be losing in 2 months. But I don't want it like that. I want it to go slow, and everything. So I'm all right, with what I have lost so far. It is what it is, And especially if you're not walking and working out, it takes longer anyway. So I'm going to have to try to find a way to try to walk if I can, without falling. Because I will fall. A cane or something. I do have a cane and stuff like that, but this left side is so worse. On my left is pitiful. And some of my doctors, that I go to for this problem, with me dealing with lupus, they said that I needs to have surgery, But the thing is, it doesn't matter if I lose the weight or not. I have to still have surgery on these knees. And then it's a chance that I can lose. I think they said my left. I think it was the left knee, So my primary care, he don't want me to have surgery. He said he wasn't going to recommend it for me to have it, because if they go in, they'll have to go right back in it. That's what they were saying. And I will lose my leg. So they are that damaged, and I don't know how. I don't know what happened. And then, I'd have been in 3 accidents in the past, I don't know if it come from me having those accidents or where, It's just, they're completely damaged, both. So that's why I don't do no walking, no long time or nothing. That's why I be sitting down and stuff, because if I stand, I can fall at any time. It just give out at any time it want to. And I was doing that, and then I was falling and shit, standing up. I was standing up talking to my mama one time. This was like 3 years ago. Her and my auntie, they came by to see me when I was in my old location. And I was talking to them at my porch, standing up, and I just fell. It just happened just like that, So I ignored that. Then I tried to walk the track. I went 1 lap and a half. Y'all, I fell just like that. Boom. It just give out. I just dropped. I don't, that's the issue that I'm having. And so it was hell for me to get to my car. And there was a long ways, with how I fell on that track. So I had to get help. They came and helped me get to my car. Y'all, I couldn't even hardly stand. And then they said, y'all, they said, do you want me to call the ambulance? I said, no. I stood, they got me to my car and everything. Until it was me trying to help them, about 3 people. Thank God it was a man out there walking. And I said, I haven't been to the track since 3 years. I haven't been ever since, So that's the problem I be having, and I'm scared that, I'm going to fall again. Because I fell in my room, It was just that. And the bed, thank God I was near the bed for the bed to catch me, So I'm just, I don't do no whole lot of walking because I'm scared and I'll be ashamed. I don't want to just go in the store and just fall, you know, because that'd be embarrassing, you know. And I'm overweight too, you know. I wouldn't be ashamed if I was small, but I'm overweight, you know, so I don't want nobody to see me fall, you know. So that's why I be in the cart, riding that cart around and stuff like that, you know. But I said it's gonna get better. I'm just gonna take my time and everything and do what I gotta do. I know I'm not doing the right thing, messing with this and stuff like that, you know. But I can tell it is working because, you know, if I wasn't on none of this, on none of Ozempic, I can eat this whole thing, just about, and everything. But I hope everybody's day go well, you know, for this weekend and stuff, you know. And I tell you, I just wish I can do the stuff, you know, like the other, you know, everybody else doing, you know, to be able to go to the gym and stuff, you know, and everything. Maybe if I just take it one day at a time, maybe I would be able to go to the gym and not fall on nothing, because I'd be embarrassed in there, you know. That's the thing. I'm just why I try to just stay in the house and not hardly go too much nowhere to the store and back or something. Because, you know, I thought about it. I said, I can go to the gym, but I'm so ashamed, you know, because I'm afraid that I might fall. And then all them people up in there and shit, you know, that'd be embarrassing. Because I passed through there and it'd be a lot of people at Planet Fitness. I think that's what it's called. And, I can go for free, you know, on my insurance. So, you know, I'm thinking about it. I might just try to find something, you know, that I don't have to do a whole lot of standing or something, just to start off small, because I don't want to embarrass myself in front of everybody, you know. So I'm gonna see what I can do, you know. At least I can hold on. But if I'm like this, I'm like, Lord have mercy, because I'm just what I'm scared of, y'all. I just scared that I'm gonna fall, you know, because my leg will just give out just like that, and it's crazy. I be walking in the house and then boom, you know, and I'm like, oh shit. And then I have to slow down and try to stand a little bit to get somewhere to hold on to something to keep from falling on the floor. Just, it's crazy, y'all, what I'm going through at this time, you know. But I think it'll get better. I'm just gonna pray about it, and day by day, that's all I'm gonna do, and everything. But I was, one of my subscribers, I know she subscribed to me and everything. We was talking about how, you know, family, you know, how parents, you know, was stricter back in the day, you know. And I was telling her on one of my videos, I think it was on one of them for this week, you know, and she commented and I comment back, but, you know, how my father was, you know I was, you know, I done a video and I was eating in my bed. And, you know, I was not raised like that, you know, and I apologize to the people if anybody's seen it, that it offend them, you know, of me eating in my bed, because I know better, but I just didn't feel like getting up. I didn't, you know, that's something that I might do, you know. And I was telling her, you know, how my father, you know, was strict, because once I got up in the morning time, I could not lay in my bed. I had to fix it up, straighten up my room, and sit in the front room. I had like a chair in my room, but I couldn't lay on my bed during the daytime. Only at night. He said the bed is for sleep at night. It's not for you to lay in it in the day, you know. And at first, when I, was bringing my kids up, when I had my son and daughter, I had to think for a minute. I was getting strict like that at the time they was in the first, second, and third. But I said to myself, let me stop that, because they might be considered, I can't explain it, but I didn't want to teach them like how I was. I wanted it to be different. It's a way, I feel like anybody can be in their room, lay on their bed, and stuff like that, As long as your room and stuff is clean, that's fine for you to, if you want to lay in your bed and talk or play the game or whatever on your phone, laying on the side. Who don't do that, And there's nothing wrong with that. But, that's something that, I couldn't do, when I was coming up. Because if I did that, my father spanked me. I got, and stuff like that, and I didn't want to be like that, to raise my son and daughter like that. But, they do straighten up. I taught them very well that you have to clean and stuff like that. But, it's okay for you to be in your bed. Make sure you don't leave no crumbs or nothing, crumbs on the floor and nothing like that, So, I try to, I raised my son and daughter the right way not to do that. But at first, I was being a strict person. I said, I can't be like that. I can't treat my kids like my father treated me. Because it was hell. It was hell on wheels, some put it like that, And my father, he wasn't no nice person, He was mean, a very mean man. I get, he loved me and everything, but he was mean, to my mother and stuff like that, And, I'm not going to go no further, about my mother's, life, but he was majority of the cause of what happened to her, And I'm not, like I said, it hurts. And I'm just going to say, my life became hell when I became 12 years old after my grandmother died, my mother's mother. So my grandfather, he couldn't take care of me no more, because he was close to 70, and he said he signed papers back for my mother, because see, he was a guardianship over my mother and me of what happened to my mom, and y'all, I probably can tell the story. I really want to. But I know if I tell this whole story of how my childhood went and my mother, then it would, I'm going to have a problem. I know somebody going to come on here and say, yeah, but it was not easy at all. I caught hell. The biggest mistake that my grandfather ever did is when he signed them papers for my mother to try to take care of me. And she did a good job, of doing what she could. He felt that she was able, in the right state of mind, to take care of me, But when my father came and got us, because we was living in a little small country town called Rowe, Arkansas. That's where I was raised. So it's between Rowe, Arkansas, DeVos Bluff, Arkansas, Bisco, Arkansas. So after my grandmother died, which was her mother, then my father came, and decided, to marry my mom and everything like that. And I tell you, since the year of 92, my grandmother died May the 7th of 1991. May the 7th. We buried her May the 11th, that Saturday of 1991. Since those days, since that year, my life came miserable. I said, ain't nothing but God have helped me to have a right, stable mind that I think, and what I went through and what my father took me and my mother through. If y'all only knew. I'm gonna tell that story. It has to be told. It has to be told, I'd have been to therapy for it. And I'm like, I even went to school for this same thing. The same thing of going to see a therapist. I have that degree also, in behavioral health and psychology. And I went to school for it. And I'm like to myself, I got this same degree in education. You'll never know what people are going through, and I had to talk to this individual, and she told me, she said, Miss Jones, you got the right stable mind. You're not mental in no kind of way. And what you have been through, I understand. When I first started going to the therapist, don't you know these people put me on 4 medications? Because at first I wasn't going, I started going once I lost my grandfather in 2016. When I lost him, I thought it was over. My life was over. And I had to get help, y'all, because like I was saying, when they buried him, I was going to the grave site every other day as much as I could. Waste gas to go down there and just sit. I eat my food down. I just would sit where he was at, And I told, my sister and them about it and everything. And they said, oh, we're going to have to go to a therapist. I said, yeah, I need to, because I got to get my mind right. Y'all, I'm telling you, my mind was gone. It's like I lost something. I'm like, that's all I had. Because, he raised me, and that's all I cared about, which I loved my mother too. But my grandfather and my grandmother was the main key. When I tell you they treated me like a queen, I was treated like a queen. It wasn't nothing that I could have anything I wanted. They treated me very well. Damn good. But all the time, my grandpa, he never left my side, even though he signed those papers to his daughter. He never left my side. He was there from on and on, So, once I graduated, I was just ready. I said, I'm going to go stay with my grandpa. I was just excited to go back to the country to just be with my grandpa. And so my grandpa said, he said, Pookie, that's what he called me. Are you what you plan on doing? Are you gonna go back home to your mama, or, because I think he wanted to have his little space, and I was 19 years old. I was trying to make a living down there with him. But he brought my little ass back to back to my mama. He said, you can stay with your mama. Just stay with your mama for a week or 2. Well, I was mad as fuck, y'all. I was so mad. And I made up something, I said, Papa is I forgot what it was, y'all. I was lying my ass off. So he come get me. So we got ready for church and everything. He said, Pookie, I knew you was telling the tale. You just wanted to be down here where I'm at. Because, I mean, the freezer was full. Ice cream, cook, every damn thing I could think of, he had. Then he would grocery shop and stuff like that. Then we go out to dinner and stuff like that. I missed it, that shit. Because every Friday, when I was coming up, my grandpa would always take me out to eat. We going somewhere, and everything. So, my grandpa, he had a Buick back then, it real nice, very luxury Buick, back in the 90s. And so he got his car and everything, and I said, I'm gonna ride with Papa. I'm just gonna stay with Papa because we gonna be riding nice and stuff. That's why I told my mama I was always trying to get to my grandpa's house. But I kind of, when I was a teenager and stuff, he would be gone so much, because, with him being a Mason, so they had to meet up and stuff like that. So, I was trying to get down there. Sometimes he left me at the house by myself, I just stretch out on the couch. I was just enjoying myself. I just had to I had to get to my grandpa's house to have peace. So that's where I was. I had like a peace of mind, when I go to his house, it was peaceful. I had my own room, big old bed. I packed sacks and everything. And he said, why you got all that? I said, well, Papa, I changed during the day. Shit, I was trying to... He knew what I was trying to do. But, I grew out of that, and then I met a guy, that I had, my daughter and my son by. So I stopped worrying my grandpa, and I started, staying in my own place and stuff like that, with my mom and stuff. And then she moved out, and I still had that place, So I wasn't thinking about grandpa then, when I was hunching and carrying on, getting knocked up and shit. So I wasn't thinking about going to my grandpa's house then, and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, I had the nicest grandpa. He was so sweet, y'all. Lovable man. Very sweet man. I tell you, he was very sweet. And I said, anybody would have met him, I swear y'all would have loved him. Because he was a good person, and I miss him. He's been gone for 8 years. And I tell you, that's how I started going to therapy. That way, But I'm just going to keep that story short. I told a lot, but, that's as far as I'm just going to keep it just like that. I'm not going to go no further. I might. But, that's all I have for today. But that's what I did was lasagna, fish, and shrimp, as y'all see. And I didn't finish it. And I'm going to get off of here. I hope everybody have a good weekend. God bless.